This school on Tuesday, the 19th, 18th, 19th? 19th of October 2021. So, yesterday, Google Play had a sale on for comics, and it's the best sale I've ever seen. Lowest prices I've ever seen. It's like £2 for a DC comic. So, it's like £18 if you want to buy the entirety of a New 52 series, because the New 52 is roughly around 9 volumes each series. Like, you wanna buy all the Flash, £18. And £18, that for a lot of comics. Because one volume is like 150 pages each. And it's my birthday on Thursday. And for the last couple of years, my friend's mum has been getting me Google Play money every year for my birthday. And I was thinking, oh, do I buy these now or do I wait until my birthday? And I decided to wait. And the sale ended today. That's why I have a rule to say to not wait for anything. And it's the second time within the past couple of weeks that they've done it, so I'm hoping to do it the third time. Plus, I should have more money coming as well because I did a corona test. So, me and Jack are, I don't want to say friends, but we're talking to each other again. And Jack was even actually making fun of the incident. But I'll get into that later. In media studies, actually, let me bring this up. In media, we were talking a bunch of crap about gender. So once again, queer theory, gender's on a spectrum, blah blah blah. I've already talked enough about it, but the teacher gave us this link to an article from Teen Vogue, and there, a bit about Teen Vogue. They used to talk about, getting their teenage female audience like buy like dresses and all that, but now it's all like talking about communism and political stuff, that their left wing bias, right? So I really wasn't happy when I saw that the teacher posted a Teen Vogue article. Heteronormative, of relating to or based on the attitude that heterosexuality is the only normal and natural expression of sexuality. Why heteronormativity is a bad thing. Find out why it's wrong to assume someone's sexual orientation and gender identity. By the time I kicked heteronormativity to the curb, never did the term before. Well, of course I haven't, because this isn't really stuff that's worth talking about. There are bigger issues at hand. And the official Doom Instagram account has posted Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Okay. It's the idea that binary gender identity and heterosexual orientation, meaning the only two genders and sexual orientations, are the norm. Well, see, if that's what heteronormativity is, then heteronormativity has been already kicked to the curb. Like that's one thing we were talking about, is that society says that there are only two genders, two sexual orientations. That is not true, right? If that were true, then we wouldn't have pride flags being flown in government buildings. Like, when we talk about gay and trans issues, it's always talked about as if the 2S LGBTQIA plus community is oppressed. I'm ashamed of the fact that I could correctly say 2S LGBTQIA plus correctly. If you don't know what that means, it's two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer. I don't know what the second Q means. Intersex, asexuality plus. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say gays and trannies. Like, when people talk about it, they always talk as if they're oppressed. They aren't. Like, society recognizes them. Also, this is irrelevant to the article, but another thing that the teacher did talk about before, but we'll be talking about a lot today, is that for women to succeed in Hollywood, they need what is called an hourglass figure. I can only think of one celebrity with an hourglass figure, and even then, she doesn't even work in Hollywood. It's Christina Hendricks. She doesn't do films. She does mainly TV shows. So, I'm going to go into IMDb and look at what is currently the number one actress. Like, if number one is a man, I'm just going to keep scrolling until I get to a woman. Okay. Most popular celebs. Number one, Ana de Armas. Let's see what the best picture we can get of her. See, she has an hourglass figure. For those who don't know, an hourglass figure is big tits, big ass, small waist. If IMDb could load. Yeah, she isn't an hourglass figure also. What is she doing at the Skyfall premiere? So I'm actually not gonna do the rest of the article because I want this video to be as short as possible. But read if you want, just look up teen folk heteronormativity. So let me think about what right, break. You know what's in happened? Oh, and also in media we had to watch a scene from the film Hairspray and a scene from right. So the Hairspray bit we had the right thing, like expectations of women, which was basically just get married, have children. Yeah, actually, get married, have children. That wasn't actually my stomach. That was me trying to say something but just failing completely. So just because this one character in this one film from like 1988, I think, wants to get married, that doesn't mean that the product is trying to say women need to get married. Media studies is dumb. And then we had to watch both of these clips were musicals. Like, I know Hairspray overall is musical, but the next scene comes from a non-musical. Just this bit, they did a musical. It's a scene from the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, where like women are talking about how all men are evil, and they say they're murderers and rapists. And one of the girls says, "Wait, I have a son." Then they'll say, "Yeah, your son's gonna grow up to be a murderer and rapist." Wait. What about gay men? No, we don't make fun of gay men. They are angels. And they start singing about how all gay men are perfect. And I'm pretty sure the first thing they say, when they say what about gay people, they're talking, but then the first thing that they sing about gay people is all gay men are perfect. And the subtitles for that are in all caps. During lunch, I was speaking to Dylan, McKnight, and Highlander. There was no incident, which is crazy. And I think that's all. So, this video is longer than it should be because I read out part of that article. So, this is Twitter as of 20 to 7 p.m. Uh-oh. Ooh. I don't even... Right, yes. Oh, I hate this kind of experts at top pediatric hospitals discovered that most girls showing up at doctor's offices for tics has something in common. They've been watching TikTok influencers. He said they have Tourette syndrome. So, what I gather from this is that a bunch of girls are watching TikTokers who have Tourette's, and then them watching the TikTokers with Tourette's, they themselves are having tics, which is, from my knowledge, is just like, it's not, you don't have Tourette's. It's like a sort of watered down version of Tourette's. Because from what I know, Tourette's is sort of tics and also shouting out random things. But with this, you just have random tics. This is why we shouldn't be using TikTok. Ah, good. But still, Ubisoft is not trending. I wouldn't want Amazon cutting my hair. They're making a John Wick show? Why are they making a John Wick show? Are they also making John Wick 4 and 5 at the same time? I'm guessing this is the David Tennant Michael Sheen show. Nope, not trending. Well, once the thing at the bottom isn't God of War. Also, I shouldn't be making this video yet because I am very close to beating Danganronpa. I was hoping to beat it yesterday, but even after staying up a little later than usual, I couldn't beat it. Not because it was hard, it's just that I'm not at the end yet. Let me just find where I am. I won't speak openly, but I don't want to risk losing my job. If you ever wondered what kind of person you'd be when others are being put in the train, sent in the camps, now you know. I usually feel like World War II analogies are overplayed, but this guy ain't wrong. I might not sir, just the first sip of Steel Reserve tastes totally different than the last sip. The irony is that Colin Powell was killed by a weapon of mass destruction. Here we go. Dave Chappelle. Yeah, is he? Anti-Semitic how? White people be like, ha 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 ha. Jewish people like, eh. It's not funny anymore, Andy and you. Seriously, just grow up already. A lot of men suffer from impotence. The Twitter account for Anonymous, who has 6.6 million followers, tweets out a doctor photographing me with a swastika on my face. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm guessing that's Grimes. Must stop tweeting crimes. Elon Musk isn't funny. Satanist. He's a criminal. He's a Nazi. You now want David's Law, so that'll be illegal in future. People go online under a cloak of anonymity and call people up from under the sun. Mark Fonsaw, MP, tells Nigel Farage he wants to change in the law to remove anonymity for social media users online. I'm still waiting for MPs to explain how the internet anonymity is anything to do with an attacker who was already known to the police. Remember how I'm always saying that speech laws always grow into being unable to criticise the government because that's their true purpose? Starting in 10 minutes. Row of houses just exploded in air. They suspect a gas leak. I'm just praying no one was inside. Holy hell. Crop failure, disease, sunk ships, or being unable to get a... Maybe these were just natural occurrences, or maybe it was your neighbour, the origin of witch trials. I keep on seeing a lot about witch, like Salem and all recently. I'm assuming that the witch trial started somewhere around Halloween. I'm not just talking about us studying it in school. This wee woman took me out for a birthday lunch. Oh yeah, I forgot his birthday is like 2 days before mine. Nice arms, Marcus, you work out? Piece of lift are heavy. I'll show you the pies. So this video was actually a very special video because it's Mark's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark.